The Madbean pork barrel is based on the Boss CE2 analog chorus, an instantly recognizable and immensely popular sound heard on many records. I'm going to be demonstrating it through a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, recorded with a Red 5 RVD9 dynamic microphone straight in front of the speaker, combined with a couple of impulse responses. The guitars used in this video are a 1989 USA Fender Stratocaster Plus and a 2007 Epiphone Les Paul Custom. Just like the original, the pedal only has two knobs, depth and rate. I wouldn't really know what else to say about these. First, here's my clean sound. Now I'm going to engage the pedal with both settings at noon. Now to show off the effects with the depth knob, first I'm going to turn it down to 9 o'clock for a little subtler effect. Now turning the depth up to 3 o'clock. And now turned up completely. Now to show off how quick or how slow the rate of this unit can get, first down to 9 o'clock. And now up to 3 o'clock. And now the maximum rate. Now to really get a kind of silly and warbly sound, I turned both the settings up to max, and that sounds like this. The board gives you the option to use multiple different combinations of ICs, one of which even allows you to run this pedal at 12 volts for slightly added headroom and dynamics. I myself went with the more easily accessible set of the Phi-3207 for the BBD chip and Phi-3102 for the clock chip. Though the board is densely populated with quite a few components, the layout is easy to work with if you take your time, and the PCB-mounted potentiometers make for an incredibly easy install in a 1590B enclosure, which worked out wonderfully snug. I'd like to draw some special attention to the quarter circle cutouts on the top of the board, because that really worked out well. In this case, I didn't have quite enough space to fully time the lug on my 9-volt input, so I had to use some messy putty to kind of keep everything in place. I'd wager that had more to do with my drilling being somewhat off than the actual design though. Nothing but props on that. Once you're done soldering everything up, there's only one thing left to do. There's an internal trim pot to bias the pork barrel. It takes about a minute to listen in and find the point where you have the maximum amount of chorus effect without distorting. And after that, she's ready to go. There's not a lot of afterwards fiddling needed there. One of which even allows you to run this pedal at 12 volts for slightly added head